It's Canada Day, and to celebrate, I'm here with 20 facts about this country I call home. Canada Day has come again, friends. I've done an illustration almost every year for Canada Day, and most of them have been pretty silly. I tend to rely on stereotypes or current exciting news events, that kind of thing. But this year, given the state of things in Canada and the rest of the world, I wanted to do something just a little different. I still wanted to create an image that's bright, colorful, and hopeful, but perhaps also implores a moment of thought. So, while you watch me work on this illustration, I thought I'd share 20 fun facts about Canada. Most of my viewers hail from the United States or Europe, so I did my best to pick out some facts that folks who live elsewhere may not know about the country that I live in. So, what are we waiting for? Let's give her, eh? Number 1. Canada has 10 provinces as well as 3 territories in the north. The most recent addition is the Nunavut Territory in 1999. Number 2. Canada is the second largest country in the world by total surface area, falling just behind Russia. Number 3. Canada is a constitutional monarchy, which at its very basics means that the monarch of the United Kingdom is the head of state here and exercises certain powers and authorities over Canada. Most of these duties are carried out by the Governor-General of Canada, who is the official representative of the Queen in Canada. Our current Governor-General is Julie Payette, a female engineer, scientist, and former astronaut. Awesome. Number 4. The capital of Canada is Ottawa, which also happens to be where I live. Yay! Ottawa is the second coldest capital in the world after Moscow. And I can attest that our winters are very, very cold, but we also have very hot summers, so I guess that makes up for it. Number 5. Canada has 2 official national languages, English and French. The majority of residents speak English as their first language, but French is the official language of the province of Quebec, and the province of New Brunswick is the only fully official bilingual province in the country. Confusing, I know. Here in Ottawa, given that we are a federal government town and located on the border of Quebec, a lot of residents are fully bilingual. Moi, je suis bilingue, mais j'ai besoin de pratiquer mes compétences en français plus souvent. Number 6. While the northern regions of Canada are typically cold year-round, the vast majority of Canada has 4 seasons, with pretty hot summers and pretty cold winters. Some parts of Canada, especially on the west coast, don't even get much of a winter and have mild weather year-round. Number 7. The Canadian $1 coin has a loon on it, which has affectionately come to be known as a loonie. A $2 coin was released afterwards with a polar bear on it, but Canadians ran with the trend and just called it a toonie. Number 8. Canadian accents vary significantly depending on region, and city dwellers often have less pronounced accents. The closest I've heard to what people know as a stereotypical Canadian accent is probably from folks I know living in Northern Ontario and some residents of the East Coast, depending on where they're from. Saying "a" after your sentences tends to be a regional thing as well. I, for one, do it often in my daily speaking. Also, it's not pronounced a boot, as a lot of people want to think it is. It's pronounced a boat. A boat. A boat. Get it right. Number 9. Canada's forests make up 1/3 of the world's boreal forest, 1/5 of the world's temperate rainforest, and 1/10 of the world's total forests overall. As the Arrogant Worms said in their famous song, "We got rocks and trees and rocks and water." Number 10. Canada's national summer sport is lacrosse, and our national winter sport is, you probably guessed it, ice hockey. Number 11. The national animal of Canada is the beaver. Very majestic. And our national bird is not the Canada goose, believe it or not, but is in fact the adorable little grey jay. Number 12. Canada has the largest naturally frozen skating rink in the world. It's the Rideau Canal, and it's located right here in Ottawa. Number 13. Hawaiian pizza was invented in Chatham, Ontario, Canada, and basketball was invented by a man from Almont, Ontario, Canada. Kinda neat. Number 14. Canadian banknotes are made of polymer plastic and have braille tactile markings on them for visually impaired people. There's a common rumor floating around that the new $100 bill smells like maple syrup. Do you think it's true? Number 15. Canadian children can write a letter to Santa in any language and send it in the mail to the North Pole, postal code HOHOHO. Postage is free, and if they leave a return address, Santa will write them back. Number 16. It's true that Canada sells milk in bags, but as far as I've been told, it's been phased out in a lot of provinces. They still sell it here in Ontario though, and it's what I have in my fridge right now. Number 17. Over 90% of Canada is uninhabited, and most of the population lives pretty close to the south edge of the border. Number 18. Boxed macaroni and cheese here is called Kraft Dinner, and it's a long-running gag that KD is our national food. It's not. I don't even know if we have a national food, but KD might as well be. Number 19. This is a bit less of a fact and more of a fun anecdote, but the province of Newfoundland is known for its very unique location names. So if you ever visit, be sure to check out Blow Me Down, Naughty Bay, Come By Chance, Jerry's Nose, Cowhead, Witless Bay, Joe Bat's Arm, and please don't forget the quaint town of Dildo. Number 20. The license plates for the Northwest Territories and for Nunavut are in the shape of a polar bear. So cool. And that's my 20 fun facts about Canada. What's your favorite fact about Canada? Do you have one that's not listed here? Let me know in the comments. As for the illustration, I'm really happy with how this little piece turned out. I made the decision to feature a northern scene with a bull moose, a pine forest, and an Inukshuk, a man-made stone cairn that's used as a navigation marker by the Inuit people. I want to think that it's a reminder of who came before us and how far we still have to go as a country. Today, we celebrate the positive accomplishments of Canada, but also I like to think about the idealism that we can achieve so much more. Overall, I am proud of being Canadian. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and it's my hope that we will get there. Happy Canada Day, everybody, and thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.